In that ink, if I put this chalk, I'm putting this chalk, you can see this chalk I put in this ink. Okay, now you can see on the surface of this chalk, black particles are there. Clear? Now if I break this chalk, you can see at the inner side of this chalk is still what? White. But the inner side is wet. That means the water in the ink is going inside. That is called what? Absorption. AB, absorption. But the ink particle is what? Attracted or retained only in the surface. That's why you can see in the inner side you are not seeing what? Black color, but the outer side or outer surface you can see black color. Clear? So this is what? Adsorption. So in this case, in this particular example, chalk is adsorbent. That ink that is getting adsorbed on the surface of the chalk, that is called what? Adsorbate. This is again ink, this is a cotton. If I put this cotton in the ink, what happens? This cotton become what? Black in color. See, black in color. Which one is adsorption? Which one is absorption? We can't distinguish. This phenomena or this process is called what? See, here adsorption and absorption both took place. That's why we can't say which one is adsorption, which one is absorption. Then it is called what? Sorption. The inner side particle of this chalk, one particle is attracted by neighboring particle. Same as what you learned in +1 chapter number 5, surface tension. For example, this is a liquid in what? A beaker. This is the liquid. In this liquid, if you take a particle in the middle, that particle is attracted by many particles from all sides. So the net force on this particle is what? 0. But on the surface, if you have a particle, that particle or that liquid particle is attracted by what? Lower particle. No particle on upper side. So the force is not cancelled. Therefore, on the surface of the liquid, there will be a downward pull because it is not cancelling. To cancel, there should be particle on the upper side. Above this surface, there is no liquid particle. That's why there is a downward force in this liquid. This is known as what? Surface tension. The same way, if you take this chalk, inside this chalk, one particle is attracted by many particles from all sides, so the net force will be what? 0. But on the surface of this chalk, particles what? Attracting downwards. Therefore, on this particle there will be a residual force. That is a inward pull will be there. Because of that inward pull, see, if some liquid or gas moves along the side of this chalk, it attracts that molecule because there is a downward pull here. Okay, clear? You are getting? If there is a force, for example, you are on a wall. Just imagine you are on a wall. From that wall, you are going to fall to one side. You are going to fall one side. That means there is a gravitational force to that side. You are going to fall that side. Then you can see, in order to get a stability, your hand will go opposite side. In the same way, here we have a force downward. So to make this molecule stable or this surface stable, what happens? If a particle moves on the side, along the side, it may be gas or liquid. For example, in this case, it is what? Ink. It will attract and that force will be neutralized. Adsorption is exothermic. It means heat is what? Outside. Delta H is negative. Adsorption is exothermic. That means during adsorption, it emits the heat. Clear? So what is enthalpy of adsorption? When delta H comes, that is what? Change in enthalpy. So we have a term here, enthalpy of adsorption. So what is enthalpy of adsorption? Enthalpy of adsorption, it is the amount of heat liberated when 1 mole of an adsorbate gets adsorbed on the surface of an adsorbent. 1 mole of an adsorbate gets adsorbed on the surface of an adsorbent. What amount of heat is liberated? That is called what? Enthalpy of adsorption. That is called enthalpy of adsorption. Clear? So clear. Now, what about the delta S? Entropy. Entropy. What is the entropy change during adsorption? For example, if you put a piece of charcoal in this room, it absorbs the gases on the surface of this what? Charcoal. Clear? Okay. That's why in mask, not this normal type mask which we are using, the people who are working in mines using some mask, in that mask they are using charcoal. Okay. It is a good adsorbent, it can absorb poisonous gas. Anyway, see, if you put this charcoal in this room, what happens? That charcoal absorbs the gases from the room. So, before adsorption, that gas were what? Moving in the room, random movement, disorder. Now, all that gas getting adsorbed on the surface of this what? Charcoal. So, disordered gas is getting ordered to a particular place. Okay, to a particular place, a small area. It means disorder decreases. So, delta S is also what? Negative. Delta S is also negative. Okay, so in adsorption, delta S negative, delta H negative. Now, we can say this adsorption is exothermic, spontaneous or non-spontaneous. This adsorption is spontaneous or non-spontaneous. How we can say? For spontaneity, what is spontaneous? A process that has natural tendency to occur is called what? Spontaneous. So, to become spontaneous, we know that you learned in +1 chapter number 6 thermodynamics, the spontaneous process delta G is what? Negative. Delta G is negative. Now we have a relation. What is that? Delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. This is our relation. We know that this delta S is negative, delta H is negative. I told for exothermic, for adsorption, delta H negative, delta S negative. Okay, so negative will be what? Positive. So this term will become what? Positive. So to become delta H negative, that means to become the reaction spontaneous. Reaction spontaneous. This delta G should be what? Negative. To become this delta G negative, this magnitude of this should be very small. It becomes positive because negative into negative will be what? Positive. So this magnitude of this positive will be what? Small. Then small positive and big negative, delta G will be what? Negative. Clear? So how we can make the magnitude of this term small? By lowering the temperature. When temperature is small temperature and entropy change, then minus what? Plus, then it will be what? Small positive and big negative, it will be what? Negative. If delta G is negative, the reaction will be what? Or the process will be what? Spontaneous. Therefore, for adsorption, which temperature is favorable? Lower temperature will be favorable. Okay, that means if the temperature is low, delta G will become more and more negative, then more and more adsorption, spontaneous. Now, if you make the temperature or if you increase the temperature, what happens? This becomes what? More and more positive, and finally the magnitude of this positive and this negative becomes what? Same. For example, this is what? Plus 100. This is what? Minus 100. Then delta G becomes what? 0. Delta G becomes 0. At that stage we know that delta G 0 is what? Equilibrium. At that stage, what happens? Adsorption and desorption, that is particle is getting adsorbed on the surface, at the same time it is getting what? Desorbed. Both this process becomes what? Same rate. This is called what? Equilibrium. So when temperature increases, what happens? Adsorption and desorption, and delta G becomes 0. Why? Because this minus T delta S becomes what? Positive, and this also, this is negative, both magnitude becomes what? Same, then delta G becomes will be what? 0. If delta G is 0 means what? Rate of adsorption and rate of desorption will be what? Same rate. Okay, that is equilibrium. Now again, if you increase the temperature, then it will become what? More positive. It means what? For example, this delta H we have what? Minus 100. Again we increase the temperature and minus becomes positive. It becomes what? More positive. For example, it is what? 150. So T delta S becomes what? High positive, and this one will become less. This is what? Less negative. Then result will be what? Minus 100 plus 150. It will be what? 50. So delta G will be what? 50. Delta G 50 means positive. The reaction is what? Not spontaneous. Naturally, it will not occur. Reverse of that will occur naturally. Reverse is what? Desorption. So when temperature increases, it becomes 0, and again if you increase the temperature, what happens? Desorption taking place, because delta G is what now? Plus 50. Plus 50 means natural tendency is not there to occur the adsorption. Okay, the reverse will be what? Natural. What is reverse? Desorption. Okay, so which temperature is favorable for adsorption? Lower temperature is favorable for